Hello my YouTube friends, Clayton Phillips here again from Woody's RV World in Leduc, Alberta, Canada. And we are on a roll today. This is the second video today that we're going to be shooting on the all-new Ember RV Touring Edition. This comes out of their street division at the Ember factory, and an all-new lineup for the Ember RV company down in Bristol, Indiana. And yes, the first video I shot, usually on a new product line, is always going to be longer. That one was 55 minutes. We're going to try to shorten that one up a little bit and get into the meat of this product. But Ember RV Company, friends, is an all-new manufacturer. They've been out for going on 2 years now. Their founder, Ashley Bontrager, and she has 3 partners that she's working hand in hand with down at the Ember plant, building a phenomenal cutting-edge product that is extremely unique and almost one of a kind, actually one of a kind in the industry. And their belief is, in order to build a better RV experience for the end consumer, yes, you people that are buying these RVs and taking them home, it starts with building a better RV company. And that starts with the people and a DNA. We talk a lot about DNA in the videos that I shoot, that kind of form the foundation of the RV company. And there are a lot of things that Ember believes in how to build a better trailer that you will see in this product that does make it completely unique. They kind of look at their trailers as generational trailers. It's the type of RV that, with the products and materials that they're using in their RVs, that they are going to last. They are going to stand the test of time, so that, hey, you can pass it off to your family members as time marches on. So again, there's a lot of things that go into an Ember trailer that make it unique. There is a golden thread of consistency between the Ember Touring Edition on their street division and then the Ember Overland, which they first launched in their product offering on their Overland off-road division. So a lot of similarities, but also a lot of differences as well. This particular model, friends, is the 26RB floor plan. It measures from front coupler to rear wall at 31 feet, 11 inches in length. The posted UVW unloaded vehicle weight on the Ember website is 6,830 pounds. This particular model, as equipped, will be slightly heavier than that because of some of the extra features that we've chosen to add to the trailer, which make it super cool. And the hitch weight is 815 pounds. Friends, this is not a lightweight trailer, okay? Lightweight doesn't always mean better built. Better built usually means heavier. And with Ember, friends, you know, we've talked with, and I know I'm standing around dancing around the trailer a little bit here, but to preface this product, as we jump into it, there are a lot of manufacturers that bolt the value on rather than building it in. There are other manufacturers that build the value in, but they don't necessarily bolt it on with special whiz-bang features. And the best thing with Ember, friends, is they not only bolt the value on with really cool added accessories and features that you may want to add aftermarket, this particular trailer comes standard with, but also they build it in, okay? The foundation DNA item, they try to use as many composite materials as possible. So the floor in an Ember RV, friends, in this particular product line is called Evermore. It's an aluminum frame, block foam, fully insulated Azdel product, front, top, and bottom. And then they have a proprietary product that we're not allowed to name the name of, that is layered into the floor, laminated within the floor, that gives it unbelievable screw retention. Without that layer, the Azdel by itself doesn't necessarily have amazing screw retention, but the benefit of this composite floor with the proprietary layer for screw retention makes this floor complete. There's no wood in this floor whatsoever. It's very rigid, very solid, and will help create an unbelievable towing experience. The other thing, every vertical wall panel in this trailer, there is no wood in it whatsoever. So the outer fiberglass skin is bonded to a product called Azdel. You may have heard that in the industry from various other products. I do have to laugh though, a lot of times all they do is they put Azdel on the main wall, but they don't on the front or rear wall or the inside wall panel. With an Ember trailer, friends, the Azdel composite paneling is not only on the outer skin, behind the fiberglass, but they also run it on the inner wall board as well with that wallpaper finish on. So again, composite materials throughout. Every vertical wall panel is laminated, even this radiused front wall. Like what? What are you talking about? How do you laminate a radius wall? Well, they laminate the block foam onto the front skin, friends, and then what they do is a technique where they cut grooves to actually get the bend and the radius in the front cap. So you get all of the benefits of the lamination and the strength and the longevity out of it, but you get a really nice front profile on the trailer. So basically the front skin starts down behind this exoskeleton piece. Yes, they have their variation of an exoskeleton on this trailer, which we'll jump into, but the fiberglass skin runs all the way up and over past the Stargazer skylight. I didn't set up the Stargazer skylight with that panel lifted, but basically where that panel starts, that fiberglass skin is right at the transition molding at the end of the exoskeleton right there. So full front fiberglass paneling that comes down, all composite material. The corner moldings, we'll talk a little bit about that, the exoskeleton that's on this trailer. It's a little different, a slight departure from their Overland series, but Ember does believe in having a trailer to eliminate or reduce the amount of deflection or twisting that you get in your travel trailer, because there's, a lot of things happening to a trailer as it's getting towed down the road. And if your trailer twists or deflects too much, what will happen is corner moldings will start to pull away, because steel screw and a hollow aluminum tube, that will wear it, a little more open, and that corner molding starts to pull off. Your seal becomes compromised, moisture intrusion works in, and if you have a conventional built RV with Luan plywood in the sidewalls, which is still very, very commonly used, more often than not, that's where you start to get moisture intrusion and delamination and those sorts of things. So with Ember, with their exoskeleton that they have locking in either corner of the front of the trailer, the corner moldings on these are a thicker, heavier gauge aluminum that goes all the way up, tying into that beautifully branded Ember laser cut logo in the top of that exoskeleton, and the laser cut grooves. There's little laser cut grooves that just allow for that perfect fit to put a full hull lock on the trailer, greatly reducing the amount of deflection you get in your trailer, which again will allow your trailer to last a lot longer. It will ensure that your sealant on the trailer doesn't become compromised, because your trailer isn't twisting, which is really important. So of course, all those things come with a cost, of course. So the running gear on the Ember Touring Edition, friends, they are using a Dexter torsion axle. Again, it kind of goes back to that independent suspension that they have on the Overland, just a different style, more for a street application versus true Overland off-road. But again, each wheel is on its own arm with the suspension built in to the axle to create an independent, very, very smooth towing experience. The other thing, Dexter Easy Lube, never adjust brakes, Easy Lube hubs. You can do a full wheel bearing repack right in your own driveway. And then they also pair on the ST235 80R16 radial tires. It's a 16-inch tire. One of the things we heard was, hey, if it's good enough for a fifth wheel, why isn't it good enough for a travel trailer? So you're going to see a lot of fifth wheel-like features built into the Ember Touring Edition. One of them being the size of the tire that is on this particular product, being a 16-inch tire. So it's going to run a little cooler, nitrogen filled. You get unbelievable clearance at the back end of this trailer as well. Everything's tucked up so nice and tight as well. So the underbelly in the Ember Touring Edition, friends, is also fully enclosed, insulated, and heated 2 ways. Okay, the other thing that they do is the enclosure that they use to seal in the underbelly, and I'll just shoot up under there. We've done nothing to this trailer. You're seeing as though it got dropped off from the factory. Okay, there's your fully enclosed underbelly. They run a rail tight design on the perimeter of the underbelly, and that's basically a strip of aluminum that runs all the way around the perimeter to keep that enclosure up nice and tight to the underbelly. And I just want to show you what that looks like. They've actually got this one tucked up above the frame rail, which is even better. But again, fully enclosed. On the back side of the coroplast, that's what this enclosure is, they actually laminate the astrofoil insulation to the back side of it, so it has that reflective quality to reflect that heat back up onto the tanks. And so one of the things I learned from Ember that was really cool, from Chris Barth, their VP, and one of their lead designers on the product, is the furnace in any RV typically has 5 ports off the back side of it that you can attach your ductwork to. And in the Ember, what they do is they utilize all 5 ports. The unique thing is that they don't tee into the line that you run off of that duct or off of that port, meaning that 3 of the ducts or ports on the back of the furnace located here go specifically to an exhaust port on the cabin of the trailer. So one goes to the rear of the trailer, one goes to the main cabin of the trailer, and one goes directly to the bedroom with no tees off of it. It's just one solid duct, which makes for better airflow. The other thing, the other 2 remaining ports that they have on the back of the furnace, they run one to the front end of the underbelly underneath the floor, and they run one to the back of the underbelly underneath the floor. So you get far better heat distribution in the underbelly of your trailer. That's how they heat the tanks off your furnace. The other thing that they have is a thermostatically controlled heat blankets on the bottom side of each of the tanks. You have 4 tanks in the underbelly of an Ember. One is your freshwater tank, which is 55 gallons. You have 2 gray tanks, one for your bathroom, one for your kitchen, each measuring out at 35 gallons, so 70 gallons total of gray capacity. And then you have a black tank at 35 gallons. So on the bottom side of each of those tanks is a thermostatically controlled heat blanket. When the switch is activated, you just set it and forget it. The tank pad itself will actually turn on at approximately 40 degrees Fahrenheit, is what I've been told. It'll heat up to 67, 68 degrees Fahrenheit and then turn off, okay? Benefit, your water's still gonna be reasonably cool, but the benefit of having a little bit warmer water, especially on the fresh tank, is that when you're pulling water from your fresh water tank into your hot water heater, the performance of your hot water heater makes it far more efficient versus just having like mountain cold fresh water, which would make your hot water heater work that much harder. So big benefit for that. Plus it'll allow your shower miser to recirculate that water back to the fresh water tank, so that when you hop into your shower, you've got nice warm water without burning through it, which we'll talk a little bit more about inside. So Ember doing a lot of really nice things with the winterization portion of the underbelly of the trailer. The other thing that ties into making this an all-weather camper is the fact that they use a European acrylic dual pane window. You see that window right now louvered out? That's actually a very thick dual pane window, which makes the trailer quieter on the inside when it's closed, but also it does not going to get cold like a regular glass window would. And they look super cool. The blind and screen are really neat on the inside as well, which we'll jump into. Also the blind on the inside, on the back side, if we were to have it closed, actually has a reflective film on it to help reflect the heat away from the trailer on those super hot days. So a really upgraded, almost like a futuristic type window that has many benefits to all-weather camping, which is really neat. But again, tying into that, again, I mentioned earlier, 5th wheel features in a travel trailer. If it's good enough for a 5th wheel, it should be for a travel trailer. All your gate valves on this product, friends, are all up inside the protected behind your baggage compartment, which is double metal latches, by the way. Very secure. And key to like as well, 1 key on the trailer. All up here, protected. And that valve is actually in the underbelly of the trailer, protected and heated, if you will. So they're not hanging down beneath A lot of trailers, they may enclose the gate valve in the heated underbelly, but often you will find the gate valves hanging down low, which you still have to pull on the outside of the trailer. This is very much a fifth wheel design, which is cool. Bypass for your hot water heater right here. You don't have to pull a panel off the inside of the trailer to get to the back of the hot water heater anymore to be able to do your bypass for winterization. Hot and cold tap for your outside shower, and then your Nautilus utility panel. Ember also includes a nice 90-degree brass elbow that you run your fresh water line up through this porthole access right here, and just hook it right up so you have perfect water flow going into the trailer. But black tank flush right here. You can backfill your fresh water tank. You do all your winterizing right here. It makes utilizing your water on the trailer so much easier to use, which is good. Battery disconnect switch here. There's your switch for your 12-volt heat blankets right there. And then that little button there, we're going to spend a little bit of time on it, will be the activation for your CUB system, which is a lane change assist. So one of the things you've got on this trailer, it's new, it's only on an Ember trailer, Ember Touring, is this strip right here. It's actually an amber colored light. And at the rear of the trailer on both sides, there's actually a sensor that when you're towing down the highway and somebody comes up in the lane beside you, that sensor will pick up that vehicle and then activate that light. So that when you're traveling down the highway and you're looking in your side and rear vision, rear mirrors, or camera, if you will, and that light is on, you know to look a little harder, that there's probably a vehicle right there. And so it's just a little warning device that, hey, we're pulling a 31-foot, 32-foot travel trailer down the highway. I talked to the driver that dropped this exact trailer off, and he absolutely loves towing the Touring editions because of that. He does a lot of traveling at night, which sometimes it's hard to see. And so having that light right there helps him, you know, feel a little safer going down the highway and changing lanes at night. So really cool, industry first in our industry for, again, a better towing experience, a better RV experience. That's what Ember is really focused in on. So really cool. Up here at the front of the trailer, they did still use the Versa coupler, which is a same thing that you would get on the Overland edition. This allows you to have a little flexibility to raise or lower the coupler depending on the height of your vehicle. Still always recommend a weight distribution hitch on this as well. A conventional weight distribution hitch. We offer the Blue Ox products here at our dealership in Leduc, Blue Ox Sway Pro, as well as the Blue Ox Track Pro, which we've been doing on the Overlands. But the nice thing about the Versa coupler is you're not having to invest in an extra drop arm to be able, if you've got a jacked up truck, to be able to hook up a weight distribution hitch. The other benefit to this, friends, is if you park your trailer, store it, let's say in a spot maybe where it isn't as secure, or let's say it is in a secure yard, but there's been the odd RV stolen out of it, you just unbolt this coupler, take it with you. Nobody's gonna hook onto your trailer and take it. It's just not gonna happen. The other thing is you've got the Smart Jack, Lippert Smart Jack. It's got an auto return feature, so it'll actually memorize where you last unhooked from. Push a series of buttons, it'll go right back to it, that height. And then it's got an auto retract feature. So you just, rather than sitting there having to hold a button, waiting for your electric leg to retract, you just hit the down arrow, 1, 2 on the third push, hold it, and then it will auto retract. So really cool feature, upgraded for sure. And then optionally, I've optioned in the upgraded propane tank / battery storage / tool storage cover. So this is all aluminum. It's got a proper seal around the top. So you could use this as tool storage up top for anything for your hitches, all sorts of things. 20-pound propane tanks located right inside. And this front panel just pops right off. And you can lift this out, and a spot for your batteries. You can run a couple of 6-volt AGMs there, and then your dual 20-pounders. They like 20-pounders because they're part of the exchange program here in Canada, and they're a lot lighter weight, easier to maneuver. You just go and swap them out, and even somebody that maybe isn't as strong can utilize and change out the propane rather than the 30-pounders. So a lot of really cool, cutting edge industry firsts on this particular product, friends, that we are absolutely excited about. The drivers love towing them. Again, utility panel here, back to it, all steel. Just a beautiful setup. If you wanted to add a suitcase style solar panel for charging while you're camping, you can plug it in right there. I did option in, I just want to go over to the other side of the storage compartment here. I did option in the off-grid, sorry, camera flipped on me. Beautiful storage compartment. This is a drop frame storage. Main floor sits right here. This drops below the main floor. They're utilizing the drop frame chassis, the A-frame up front, to give you a much larger storage compartment. And I would challenge any travel trailer in the industry that this could be one of the largest, if not the largest, pass-through storage compartments. Ember does a phenomenal job finishing it off. This decking that they use in their pass-through storage is anti-marring. It's not going to absorb, liquids and smells and those sorts of things like a linoleum might. Very easy to keep clean, but super upgraded, which is nice. I talked about you could hook up a suitcase-style solar panel. I've optioned out on all of our touring editions the off-grid package, which includes, so that's the remote, MPPT solar remote, so we can set up if you are hooking up to lead acid batteries, AGM batteries, or lithium batteries. We just do the setup on it there so you get the proper charging. But you get two 200-watt Go Power solar panels on the roof of this trailer, so 400 watts of solar. And then you've got in here a 30 amp charge controller, which we cannot see at the moment. It's tucked away. But that silver box right there is your 2000 watt pure sine wave inverter. And so every plug in this trailer is wired to that. So you can go off grid with this trailer, meaning you can run your outdoor exterior kitchen refrigerator. If let's say you are more of the glamping type versus the camping type, and let's say mom wants to blow dry her hair, well, you can turn on the inverter and right off your batteries you can blow dry the hair or make the popcorn or run a laptop. All sorts of things you can do by having that 2000 watt pure sine wave inverter. It will produce pure power just like plugging into the electrical outlet at your home. So the other thing, motion sensor lighting up top here, right there, as well as this strip light that just really lights up this beautiful pass-through storage compartment. But like the finishing, all aluminum tubing, fully bead welded together. This panel here, friends, is laminated, like very, very strong. It's not just a wood panel that you find on a lot of products. So it's pre-prepped for side cameras if you wanted to add them, as well as rear vision camera. Super cool. Again, we're gonna go down this side of the trailer here. Again, beautiful baggage compartments. This has an all-new slide system on it as well, fully adjustable. This is that sensor for your lane change assist. All right, beautiful. Like, look at the corner moldings they're running, part of that exoskeleton. They've got this top rafter plate, if you will. I'm not too sure what you'd call that, but it basically ties in sidewall to sidewall, roof to rear wall. Again, really making the house as rigid as possible, so that your cabinetry doesn't come apart on you, so that your corner moldings don't come off. All right. Again, that 16-inch tire, beautiful look. 300-pound rated bike rack receiver as well on there. So you can pack your e-bikes with you, which are heavier, or all the family's bikes, whatever. 21-foot power awning on the campsite of your trailer. It is the A&E awning, friends, which I love. It is a beautiful awning. The best part is you can fully adjust it. You pull this arm down, tighten that black knob, and it will hold it secure. So it'll put a tilt to the roller tube on your awning, allowing you to divert the water flow if it's raining, and still being able to utilize your awning. of course. There are other awnings in the industry where you have to reach up, grab a bar, and pull down. Sadly, they don't. You have to always grab a wrench to tighten those up. Ember's got the upgraded A&E awning. It's a little bit more money, but it's a far better awning, which is nice. Again, look at the clearance, the backside of this trailer. It's fantastic. It has the quick drop stabilizer jacks. I don't have them deployed right now, but you can put a power drill on them. They are okay. They come with an attachment that will actually go onto a drill. Most of your scissor jacks in the industry, friends, they don't actually recommend you use a power drill. You can cause issues to that jack. Wonderful outdoor kitchen, of course. This griddle top will slide away, and you've got an amazing workbench to be able to do meal prep. If you're working on something, it's just a really nice tabletop on the fly that they've, instead of flipping the door up, they're flipping it down. They've got these guy wires to support it with the carabiners, so if you want to unhook it and lower it down, you totally can do that. And then, of course, your capital griddle will pull out, and unbelievable cooking surface, very easy to clean, works really, really good. And then you've got your small bar fridge, residential style again, which will run right off your batteries through your inverter for dry camping. So steel tabletop. They're really doing a nice job, and the outdoor kitchen is underneath your awning. And yes, you are looking at an outdoor kitchen in a non-bunk model. What? Outdoor kitchen in a non-bunk model. Most often outdoor kitchens, good ones, are under bunk beds. Not this one. Ember's thinking. They got some cool things going on inside with that bathroom in the rear, which is gigantic. Ashley did such an amazing job with the styling of the trailer, and the amount of storage is unbelievable. So flip up step, solid step, triple step here on the front with the solid stance. So again, Ember, they're building the value in, friends. They're also bolting it on, giving you unbelievable features all the way around. Now, one of the best features on this trailer that I love is the ladder. I'm an RVer myself, and most ladders are mounted to the rear wall of the trailer. Well, you could imagine, I'm 40, okay? Well, if I'm like, add 30 to me, and that step is like almost 3 feet. Well, the ladder would typically start here. Well, you could imagine that first step, climbing onto the ladder, is always easier. Coming down, that drop could be hard on somebody. So Ember thinking, okay, what kind of ladder can we put on that will make it safer, that will have a more utilitarian type flexibility, meaning, hey, sometimes you need a ladder in your campsite, but not needing to climb on the roof of your trailer. Like, you need to get up a tree, need to help the kitty down. I don't know, the kids are playing, throwing a ball, and it goes up in the tree, but you can't get up to it because the branches are cut up a little higher. Well, you got a ladder that you can unhook and take over and use in other areas, which is really neat. The other thing is it makes it much safer to get up and down off your roof, because the ladder starts literally 8 inches off the ground and then goes up above. So in the other videos I shoot, which we carry products at our dealership, everything we carry and sell here at our dealership has a full walk-on, snow load, serviceable roof. So the best roof going on the industry today. Ember has, our other products in Grand Design have, which is really nice. But what makes the Ember unique is the ladder. And so climbing up, I would never attempt to do this with a regular RV ladder. Usually I'm turning the camera off, but I'm going to go up this ladder, holding on to the camera in my one hand and climbing up. And I'm gonna go right up on top of this roof. Now, the roof that Ember puts on, yes, does have wood in it. It has an unbelievable thermal barrier, so it's a much warmer roof. It's a 16-inch on center wood truss with a 4x8 sheets of tongue and groove 3/8 plywood. Very, very strong. What I really like about this roof, friends, is when I walk on it, there's not a lot of flex beneath my feet. Okay, very, very solid, okay? The tongue and groove portion locks the panels together, so you're not gonna get, again, it's part of that interlock on the trailer, making it less deflection, which is really neat. But you're not gonna have to worry about one of your wood panels popping up and tearing open the membrane on your roof. Speaking of which, the membrane on this trailer, friends, is manufactured by Dicor. I forget the name of it, but it's PVC. It's a PVC roof membrane. It doesn't have a 15-year warranty, no. It doesn't have an 18-year warranty, no. It's got an unlimited warranty, which is the first that I've ever seen in the industry for a roof membrane, okay? PVC, very durable, very flexible. It's more abrasion resistant, so a tree branch, less chance of tearing open the membrane while you're towing it through a campground. It also has a higher UV heat repellent, if you will. Again, I don't edit these videos, so I'm just free flowing it here. So what it does is actually repels the heat better than what you would have with an EPDM rubber roof, if you will. Some of the TPO products out there being used, which is a great product, but this is next level. PVC, it's going to stand the test of time. Also, they use Dicor. Dicor is a manufacturer of the membranes in the industry. They make TPO, they build the PVC, but they also build sealant, manufacture sealants as well. And that's the sealant that goes around all of your openings and things of that nature, like roof vents and transition moldings and whatnot. We sell it in our parts department. It's just a simple lap sealant, but manufactured by Dicor, which is a leader in the industry in sealants and whatnot. So really nice roof that they put together. Notice there's really no rippling in the roof whatsoever. That PVC just lays a little bit flatter, less chances of wrinkling. And I don't know if you've towed a trailer down the highway or been driving down the highway, seeing a trailer going down with that big old bladder effect, balloon effect going on with the roof. Ember does glue down every square inch of this roof membrane, holding it nicely, firmly in place to the plywood beneath it. Again, batt insulation, astrofoil insulation. Of course, Ember's not going to publish our values because they have their belief on it, but a similarly built roof in the industry would have an R40 advertised. So I'm just saying that just as a comparison, but very good thermal barrier when it's cooler out, when it's hotter out, and when that propane heat's running inside, you're cooking, you're showering, that roof breathes far better than a laminated roof. Be very careful with laminated roofs, friends. You may deal with condensation building up on the inside of your trailer on the ceiling if you don't properly vent. So I'm standing on the slide box here. Okay, Ember a little different. This is fiberglass right here. It's a laminated roof panel, full walk-on, very strong, aluminum framed. A beautiful, I've never seen a slide top roof like this. Usually there's TPO here or rubber with lap sealant. They've done a really nice job finishing off the roof sealant on the roof of this slide out. And again, full walk-on. So if you need to get up on your roof to sweep off the top of your slide out, Ember's doing a phenomenal job. Really nice setup. So Coleman Mach air conditioner. Looks like somebody got a little crazy with the sealant gun there. We can clean that up. Again, there's your solar panels. They're each 200 watts. Air 360 plus WineGuard TV antenna. You can add the gateway device to it for Wi-Fi extendability. Hook up your cell phone plan to it. Stream. Beautiful setup. Each of the vents in the Ember trailers, friends, here and here are a true max fan. The one in your living area is a rain sensor. I misspoke in the other video. I don't believe this one in your bathroom's a rain sensor, but we can look into that. The other thing, siphon 360 vent. So that right there is tied into one of the holding tanks underneath your waste or gray water holding tank. There's one right here and one up front as well. So that is an anti-siphon. So meaning when the wind is blowing around outside your trailer, the wind isn't going to blow the air down through this pipe into one of your holding tanks and pushing the nasty smells back up inside your trailer. So most manufacturers are using just a basic cap that can have that effect if it's windy enough in the right conditions to blow that smelly airs back up inside your trailer. So again, small thing, most often overlooked, but this one, Ember does it on their Overland and their Touring Edition, which is nice. So that's basically the roof. Again, I'm a dangerous man. I'm gonna climb down this ladder. We're gonna do it right, swing it around, and This is just how safe I feel climbing down this ladder, holding onto a camera. I would never attempt to do that with a ladder on the back of another RV. And remember, friends, if you're looking at a trailer without a ladder on the back, that's a very good indicator that you do not have a walk-on roof, a true walk-on roof. If they're putting that Luan plywood up top, which is very thin to save on weight, often for us to do service work on those types of trailers, we have to get a ladder out, and then we have to lay sheets of plywood down on top to be able to distribute the weight so we don't crack the roof, because it will crunch beneath your feet. So just be aware of that when you're doing your RV shopping. I do believe some of the manufacturers have improved over the years, but again, sometimes it's a race to the bottom with a lot of these manufacturers, especially with the cloned products. Different names on the exact same trailer sold by different dealers. You'll see it everywhere in our industry, sadly. Ember, they don't clone. So when you look at a touring edition, you're looking at only a touring edition. There won't be another branded trailer down the road like it. So I've given you guys a ton of stuff, and we haven't even gone inside yet. 30-inch wide entrance door. You've got the screen shot. Close, again, added value feature. If they have it, they're going to put it on. And then thin shade, not just ready, meaning the trailer has a window in the door, right? We're looking through a window right now. Well, most trailers, they don't cover that up. You have to, I've seen people hang tin foil here, hang blankets, but Ember, they're actually putting in the shade add-on. We sell these in our parts department, so you can always add them onto your door if you buy an RV without one, but it's still a cost that you're having to incur. And I can tell you, friends, the manufacturer, when they buy in the volume that they do, they can always buy cheaper than us as a dealership, typically. So if the manufacturer can put it on, you're saving money in the end, and you're getting that better value overall. So again, fresh water port here, 110 plug, wired up to your inverter. And then here's an example of that dual pane acrylic Euro window. What's neat about that, friends, is let's say dad's in the kitchen preparing a meal and mom's outside getting stuff ready, and you want to pass something out the window. Well, you just slide the window, louver it open, pass it out the window, and then close your blind. You don't have to walk all the way around to your entrance door and open it up, and way bigger opening, bugs are coming in, right? So again, 30-inch on your bedroom door as well, screenshot, and the shade, and the lend-a-hand grab handle. We've seen a lot of manufacturers where they put all the good stuff on one door and then really pull back on the other. So this is such a cool trailer. I could talk and talk and talk about this. Oh, the other thing, that awning covers your door going into your master bedroom. So we're gonna jump up inside. Excuse me. I know I go deep on the videos. I love to talk about construction. I love to talk about, you know, what you get from a value add perspective. You know, not all trailers are built the same, friends. And of course, a lot of these things do come with a cost up front, but in the end, I do feel you get that money back in a better experience and resale value. So we're just going to shoot around. Theater seating, I can option in a trifold sofa if you'd prefer for the added bed. Again, Ember storage across the whole top of the slide. Real smart design. This is a solid one-piece door, very, very good quality. They put this strut to hold up the door so you can use two hands to remove or put in the contents you want to store up there. European adjusted hinges, but it's smart. They lowered the door down beneath the cabinet, so this is the finger pull versus drilling holes into your door and adding hardware, just adding extra steps. They're refining that manufacturing process, which is really cool. Again, theater seating reclines. They're dinette, I love it. There's no legs to kick out. It's mounted to the wall. I won't show you it because I'm holding the camera, but it will literally swing down and sit right on these two rail stops, and you can convert this dinette into a bed, which is cool. But the tabletop's super wide, which I like, but really nice cushions. We actually opened up one of these cushions when we were with the guys this morning talking about the trailer, and we just had a fella start from us from the furniture industry, and he was telling us how good of quality the cushions and the foam And the padding that they actually put in this dinette cushion is an enhancement from what you would typically see in the industry, which is cool. But correct, things are correct on this trailer. Look, friends, little Velcro button. You're like, Clayton, why are we talking about a Velcro button? This costs more money with a screw than just a strip that's stapled on. I challenge you, go look at the trailers in the industry, friends. Often they don't put Velcro there, or often that strip has pulled right out because the staples aren't holding it anymore. That little Velcro button is going to stay there for a long time. This is a laminated aluminum frame bed base, very, very strong. But if you look, all aluminum bed base, fully welded together, added cushion, this storage tank, that is still finished. Very, very strong. The other thing, the rest of the panels here is that laminated aluminum frame, very, very strong, insulated bed base. So colder weather camping, friends, you're gonna be a little warmer in this bed than a bed just sitting straight on a wood platform. So really, really nice. Kind of tore apart the trailer here, didn't we? But I gotta show you this stuff, friends. Like, you're investing a lot of money, your hard-earned dollars, into a trailer, and you might as well know what you're getting into, right? I know our videos are long, we talk about it. We'd rather show you what the trailer's all about so you know exactly what you're getting into and know the comparisons as well, because not all trailers are manufactured the same. All right, sorry, messing up here. And dinette storage, kitchen, absolutely spectacular. Ashley did such a nice job with the design of the kitchen. Again, a 5-gallon trash receptacle will fit underneath your kitchen sink. You're not having to set it off to the side like in a location like this. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 drawers. Oh, wait, 5 for pots and pans, 6 underneath your 10 cubic foot, 12 volt refrigerator. Really giving you a lot of storage capabilities. Beautiful storage. And then nice and tall here as well. So for meal prep, like look at the counter space. They give you the bamboo cutting board sink cover and then the washing drying rack for doing veggies or just letting your dishes dry. It is a split basin sink, so it's 2 portions, which is nice. Drop counter extension. So beautiful oven. Again, 12 volt, 10 cubic foot GE refrigerator. Let's open it up. Everybody opens fridges and trailers. Really nice, nice and deep. They've done a good job there. Added storage. Oh, one thing to talk about, standard, this trailer comes with TPMS. Comes with the Tire Link tire pressure monitoring system. Has the module, goes into the dock and the pass-through storage, and it has the sensors that get screwed onto the valve stems. Comes standard with the trailer. Again, bolting the value on. All right, comes with it. The television in this, friends, has your FM radio. It's Bluetooth capable, dual zone. It's 12 volt. It'll run right off your batteries. You don't even need to turn on your inverter for that TV to operate. And then down beneath you've got your fireplace, and that fireplace has a 5,000 BTU heater in it as well. So with your furnace and the fireplace, you've got some really good heating capability in here. And again, that one piece laminated all composite floor, no heat ducts in the floor to develop soft spots to hold dirt and debris, those sorts of things. Ember's really doing it right. Porcelain foot flush toilet. Here's your shower, beautiful shower miser right there for dry camping. If you're pulling water from your fresh tank, will allow you to conserve water as you're waiting for it to warm up. You're not having to blend it and then have the water just spill out of the faucet or the shower head, filling up your gray tank, burning through your fresh water. And look at the storage here. Roll up your towels, stack them in there, toilet paper, all the gear. European acrylic window. Now one thing, there's the blackout shade. On the back of that has that foil reflective quality. And then your screen, all the windows have that screen that pulls down to keep the buggies out. So really nice design. And again, look at the vanity in here. Dual mirror. Again, easy finger pull. Look how deep that is. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. All backlit. I'll just stand back so you can see. All backlit. Huge counter space. All storage underneath. Your kids, grandkids, if they're coming camping with you, they need to use the bathroom in the middle of the night. You can turn on this amber light here just for a night light. Okay, so that'll help illuminate slightly the bathroom. They put them in various locations in the trailer. The entryways back in the bedroom as well, on either side of the bed and down by the lower part of the door. But what's nice about this also is that Ember adds light switches. Right? We've had a lot of trailers over the years where literally you go in the bathroom, there's no light switches because the light switch is right on the bottom of the light. Right here. Ember has that, so I can isolate it if I wanted to only use a certain amount of lights. But your grandchildren or kids aren't having to stand on the toilet to turn a light on. Kind of a goofy thing, but I don't know. To me it seems necessary to have the light switches. Pocket door design. The correctness that's in this trailer, if correctness is a word, for all you English majors out there, correct me if I'm wrong. There's not a lot of brad nails you're seeing, right? You're not, like, they're very intentional with the placement of the fasteners on the inside of the trailer. They're trying to eliminate batten strips. So a batten strip is a Luan wood product that they use to put a cap, like right here, to finish off, and then they put staples in it to hold it on. Well, if you've done your RV shopping and you've looked at a lot of products, you may have been to a dealer where you walk into the trailer and you see batten strips hanging down. Well, that's because the air pressure was dialed up a little too heavy at the manufacturer, and they pumped the brad nail right through it. Often, that brad nail lets go in transport to the dealer, not at the manufacturing level. So Ember, where you typically see a lot of batten strips, is where they transition from one ceiling panel to the other. This little strip here, this is actually in a T-groove. This ain't coming down. No batten or brad nails holding it in, or staples. This cap right here is actually a plastic piece. It's an elbow. It goes in behind the casing, right? And there's no staples holding it on here. It's all held on this side. So you don't have to worry about that falling off, getting to your campsite and you got batten strip hanging down, right? It's beautiful. Even on the edge of the slide out here, this is a color matched, it's a plastic, you know? So it's not, there's no staples holding this on the outside like a thick batten strip that will pop off. This has got actually a little L to it that goes in behind the casing to hold it on. So when I talked to Chris Barth, their VP and one of their product designers, he was telling me, he had one word that really stood out to me that he brought up lots of time. He kept saying correctness. That's where I got that from, and I keyed in on it. I'm going, wow, that is important. Building a correct trailer. It's done right. It's not a race to the bottom. They're not trying to build them too fast. It does slow down the assembly line. But what you are investing in the end, in your new RV, is a trailer that's just put together better. We've done nothing to this trailer. You are seeing it as it just made its 2,000-mile journey to our dealership. So, gas electric hot water heater, 17.8 gallon quick recovery per hour. That's standard. I can option in a Truma AquaGo, gas only. It is expensive to add it. I can do it though if it's important to you. I opted to stay with the conventional gas electric hot water heater. We can make that change where we can order you in a trailer with a Truma if you have to have it. But I like the electric only function to it, so that for people that are plugging into shore power and want to use the electricity from the campground to heat your water, you can do it. Light dimmer switch, by the way, for your living room lights. And you can isolate every single light inside this trailer. So if you wanted to turn off a few lights just to make it even a little darker, you could totally do that. Closet at your front door, pantry storage, behind converter box, broom closet, just really done nice. Fully framed indoors. Ernie Miller, one of their founders, full-on Amish dude, amazing guy, amazing craftsman, builder, very innovative. Love you, Ernie, if you're able to watch the video. You're an amazing dude. Steve Delagrange, we got to throw shout outs to a lot of the people at Ember and the efforts they put in. Those are just listed off. You know, Ashley, Chris, Steve, Ernie, 4 founders of the company, and then they have just packed an amazing rock star of a team together to form their company, and they've just become such good friends of ours. In fact, we just had our Edmonton RV show this last weekend, and Ashley and Chris came up and hung out for the whole weekend. So we got to meet some of the customers and talk about the products. Rain sensor on that fan right there, and then you got a full fan in your bathroom as well. So I don't believe that's a rain sensor. Correction from the previous video, forgive me. And again, your bedroom stargazer skylight, that will open up. You just flip these levers here and lift that up, tighten this black knob here on each side, and that will hold up that stargazer skylight to allow for unbelievable airflow. You have your solar reflective blackout shade, and then you've got your full bug screen there as well. So I used an Overland last summer, friends, and I thought, who's actually going to lay in bed and stargaze? I did. True story. I actually stargazed. I laid in bed as my son was sleeping in the bunk, and I literally laid in bed looking up at the stars, and I thought about life and just how fortunate I am to do what I do and have the family I have and know the friends that I've got and all those sorts of things. So not to be all sentimental with you. Again, we showed you underneath the bed already, 60 by 80 residential queen size bed, 80 inches long, 60 inches wide. If you don't like the mattress, you can go to any mattress store, get yourself a mattress, or a mattress topper will fit this perfectly. You go to Costco, pick it up, it'll fit around there perfectly. It's not a shorty bed like a lot of the other products in the industry where you've got that mattress topper and part of it's hanging off the edge of the bed, making it difficult to make and those sorts of things. You do have storage above the bed, of course. Small little cabinet following the profile of the trailer, which is cool. Hanging storage. Drawer here, 1. Drawer 2 with hanging storage. And then you've got 3 drawers right here. So it's 5 drawers total in the bedroom of this trailer. And then you've got a really nice closet with mirror. Yes, it's not a deep closet, okay? You can hang a couple of small jackets there on hooks or whatever, but they do it this way so that you get far better counter space, because if they took this closet as deep as the cupboard, the storage above, it would have to go into something which is your kitchen counter space. So it might prevent you from having that nice Keurig coffee maker in the back corner of your counter space. So again, they got hanging storage, deep ones on either side of the bed. This will do a couple of jackets, and then storage up top. If you want to mount a TV in this bedroom, you can. All the backers in the wall there. They give you the 110 plug, the coax cable connection, and a 12 volt plug, so you can mount a 12 volt TV if you want. So the sister floor plan to this is called a 26 MRB. This one is a 26 RB. The M in the MRB stands for Murphy rear bath. Okay, Murphy meaning you can get this with a Murphy bed. So the bed will fold up and it will reveal a sofa for people that want to have this as a really cool flex space for, you know, have it as an office, a TV room, more room to change. That's one thing I really like about this trailer, friends, is you can actually get dressed in your bedroom. You've actually got lots of floor space here to be able to get dressed. A lot of bedrooms in the RV industry, you literally get no space to put your pants on. You're going into the living area. Well, that can be a bit problematic when you have guests. So, very well lit, plugins everywhere in this trailer. So, I'm gonna exit. Again, another long video. I hope it's shorter than the first one I did today. When you have a great product with amazing features, the videos will always be a little bit longer because there's just so much to talk about. We want to give you all the detail on the Ember Touring Edition, as well as the Ember Overland products for the other videos that we shoot. Unbelievable trailers. I used an Ember Overland last summer. Smoothest towing trailer I've ever pulled in my life. And I'm sure the Touring Edition will follow suit on that as well. So again, my name is Clayton Phillips. I'm with Woody's RV World in Western Canada. We have 8 locations scattered through Western Canada to service you, to take care of your needs, RV needs, to support you. We've been a top 50 dealer, award recipient, blue ribbon recipient as well in the past. And you know, we work hard to create amazing experiences for our customers, offering premium products. Ember builds a value-based built product and supported by a value-based dealership network in Western Canada. We are the Ember dealer. We are proud to represent them. We call them our friends, and we hope to host you to one of our dealerships to show you the Touring Edition. If you want to come by Leduc and get that full experience as well, we'd love to host you as well. So thank you for your time. Be safe, be kind, take care of one another, and hey, happy camping. Take care, bye for now.